Alright. We have everything. And all the bosses are dead. It is now for the saddest part of the randomizer. Come on. It is at this point that you just, as quick as you can, walk all the way to Mother Brain and win the game. I feel like it's faster to go this way. I say sad because unlike all of the other bosses where you can get like cool stuff ahead of time, there's different strats depending on what your different item layout at the time is. Mother Brain's always the same. Because by the time you can get to Mother Brain, you've already dunked on every other boss. Guess I could go down. I'm so tired of getting knocked back and happening to fall through every single pinhole crack in the world. Just every time I get hit, I get knocked all the way down. Anyway. Mother Brain's fight's almost a meme in and of itself. Half the fight is scripted, and there's not really any danger to the fight anymore. In a randomizer, you've picked up so many missiles and so many energy tanks that you can just sit there trading blows with her basically forever. She'll never outdamage you. Yeah, we'll go this way. When you really get right down to it, though, a lot of final bosses are kind of the same, though. They're the final boss because they're supposed to be a final exam. Apparently I did not drop the bomb. Mother Brain is let me put it this way. The final boss of Metroid Dread honestly tests everything that you've learned the whole game. Like, you need to use so many different abilities in different ways that besides one case where the game never explains that you can do that, you use damn near every single one of your abilities in that fight. Or, you know, even if you don't use it, there was the option of using it to do a thing. Whereas this boss is how many missiles did you bring? And if you didn't bring enough missiles, did you make sure to pick up charge beam? So people who do like low percent, they don't have a lot of missiles. They do pick up like a minimum number of missiles. Because they're going for they're doing a speed run, right? And a challenge run, but it's also a speed run. And there's a certain number of missiles you pick up that makes Mother Brain go faster, and it's worth it. But it's still just, did you bring the correct number of missiles, and did you flub any of the shots? Oh yeah, note to self, I do have to actually kill those. Get off me. Like, seriously, why are you not? Okay. Boing. So, what I was getting at, this is not randomized. This is anybody who's played the game basically did this exact same thing every single time. The only exception is low percent, and they're just doing it while trying to avoid a heart attack. Randomizer doesn't make this really any different. Like, the only time I've ever done this segment with anything weird was my one time I did the hardcore difficulty, which I did on purpose, so I knew it was going to be hard. Did all the tricks, so I'm aware of, like, I did Suitless Meridia. That was a nightmare. But that run, I never got Gravity Suit. Which is a huge pain until you get out of Meridia. And then you don't care. Because going from, say, Ridley, once you get past the lava dive, you don't need Gravity Suit. And even then, the lava dive, if you have high jump, is not that bad. It's the no high jump boots that sucks. So coming through here with no VARIA suit was interesting because you take a lot more damage. Or, sorry, no gravity suit. You take a lot more damage. The acid is stickier. So if you fall in the acid, it's a lot harder to get out, especially when you're, like, used to just jumping out of it. Most people do not. Where did I last save the game? Doesn't matter. I'm not going back. What's our item percent at? 81%. Let's save the game. I'm not going to go back and look for the rest of the items. There's just not that many. I think that's literally 19, because I think it's 1% per item. Am I curious what's in each spot? Yeah, I'm curious. But I didn't miss any key items, so it's like, I wonder where the other 4 energy tanks are? Curious? Yes. Gonna go look? No. Plus we know where 1 or 2 of them are because I saw them and chose not to go get them. This is the hard part of the fight. Doing enough damage here to move on to the next phase. Just because those little guys keep bouncing you off the platform and stuff. This one is hold button and press button. I'm holding the diagonal shoot button. And I'm pressing shoot many times. That's the final boss. So closing thoughts while I'm pressing button. I'm not happy that very precise wall jump into what they call the gauntlet was required. That's just mean. Especially because Speed Booster was safe. There's no way you're getting Speed Booster first. We got Space Jump in Wrecked Ship, right? Wherever we got Space Jump, it was not somewhere that... Because we got Gravity and Spring right next to each other, and those are the 2 non-grapple beam items that you need to get into Wrecked Ship if you're doing tricks. So I just... You could make the argument that you could maybe have done a different, very difficult wall jump to get into the space that we, that hot room in Bubble Mountain. You could maybe do that jump instead, but those are very tight. Now, it only took me 10 minutes, maybe not even that. Maybe not even that. But I've done it before. The first time I did it, forever. Took forever. This is definitely not a seed I would email to a friend and be like, hey, check this one out, it's fun. It's very frustrating. Nothing but missiles for the first way too long. Alright, let's see if I can do the escape without screwing up this time. And did I just clip through a wall? What did I just see there? Wait, this is a speed booster. And then we go down and around. And I'm not going to mess this up this time. open the door. Rocket to the top. I only remember to do that like a third of the time. Usually I walk through the door and I go, damn it! And I normally save the animals. I do not trust. I do not trust this randomizer. I have played seeds where if you dare to save the animals, it locks you in the room and the timer runs out and you die. Because some people hate saving the animals for some reason. I guess either way you kind of win, because when the planet explodes, like, all the space pirates are gone. Like, you succeed no matter what once you beat Mother Brain. The little Eggman capsule just flying off. They've got some cool sprites that are not otherwise available. They can change the ship, which is cool. I don't like what they consider normal difficulty. If I gave somebody a seed on normal difficulty, they'd get stuck and they would hate it. Especially this one. It was pretty miserable. But that happens sometimes. Progression difficulty, normal. What is super fun? Huh. See that? 54 minutes in Crateria, 53 minutes in Upper Norfire. That's me sitting there over and over and over again trying tricks until I finally got it right. Wave, high jump, spring and gravity. That's... I don't know if they purposefully put those in the order they were expecting, but they had letters there, so they absolutely expected you to go get high jump out of Crater or Gauntlet and then go back. If they hadn't have done that, I could maybe have forgiven everything else. But that one, even on their website, I still have it up. I could maybe even put it in the video, but their website says right there that jump is hardcore. You had to know what they would call a hardcore difficulty trick to beat this seed on normal mode. Anyway. Beat it. Gonna heavily edit a lot of the trying over and over again, but hey, I liked the knuckle sprite. I liked that they shuffled the items everywhere instead of just the major item locations. And to be fair, if you go on their website, which is, if you just Google it, it's the Super Metroid VARIA Randomizer. You can go in and manually check which tricks you do and don't want to do. Which, if you are not familiar with what all of the stuff is, how would you know which ones to turn on and off? They've got the difficulty on there, but it's customizable. Definitely going to drop this down to maybe what they call casual difficulty, because the point is to have fun. But I wasn't going to leave this. I was very mad, but I wasn't going to leave it undone. I was going to figure out what they wanted me to do. Hell or high water. Why do we climb the mountain? Because it's there.